Hello everyone. So welcome back to my channel after a long while. Today I'm going to start to make some new videos on for class 9th and 10th. So firstly we will start with class 10 chapter 1 chemical reactions and equations. Here in this chapter, firstly let us know what chemicals are. Chemical. As we all know, chemicals are something that are prepared in factories. Yes, that's true. Chemicals are being prepared in factories. They are called as chemicals. But not only them are chemicals. Each and everything around us is some kind of chemical. Chemical. When we say chemical, the word does not only contain the meaning of something getting prepared in factories, but it contains the information about what a matter is having in it, in its chemical composition. So by the word chemical we understand the chemical composition, what it is containing in terms of the elements. So even we, that is ourselves, we ourselves are a sort of chemical. We are our body, our skin, our hair, our eyes, even our tears. Our tears, everything is composed of one, two, or more kind of chemicals only. Like carbohydrate is a chemical, protein is a chemical, lipids are a chemical. Everything around us is a chemical. Matter is basically a chemical. So we can say, okay, organic things are called as organic. What are organic things? Things which belongs to organisms, and things which doesn't belong to organisms are called as inorganic. So here I want to say that inorganic forms organic, means elements combines and forms what? A new matter. That may be some compound. Yes, some compound, and we are talking about the compounds. The elements combine to form compounds. We are also having many compounds. We are made of many compounds. So chemical is nothing but everything around us, everything in us is chemical only. So I think we are done with chemicals. Now let us move to other thing, that is a chemical reaction. Now what are chemical reaction? When some two or more things combine. Suppose A combines with B. Then it will form. We are supposing, this is not necessarily the rule that A and B combines to form C. We are just supposing this, that when A combines with B, this creates something that is C. Means A and B, both they are reactants. The things which are going to react with each other are called as reactants, and the thing which is getting produced is called as product. So in a chemical reaction we see that some chemicals or some things react to generate some new chemical, some new thing, that is a product. This is a chemical reaction. So a chemical reaction represents what compounds are combining, what elements are combining, what molecules are combining. A and B might be some compound, might be some elements, might be some molecules, and together they are forming C. C must be a compound because they both are combining, they both A and B are representing two different things. As I have written A and B, not A or B. I am writing A and B. They both are combining to form C. This indicates that something new is formed. Something new is formed by the combination of A and B. So this something new which is formed is a product. So in a chemical reaction, two or more things combine to form a product. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is a chemical reaction. Now let's take an example. Suppose let's say for an example that carbon combines with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide. This is a chemical reaction. Here we can see that two elements, carbon and oxygen, are joining to form a new product, that is carbon dioxide. So this is a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is something which represents which two or more compounds are combining to give what new product. So this is a chemical reaction, signifying what is happening with the chemicals, what is going on with the chemicals within the system. Okay. So let's move on with the next small topic, that is just chemical reaction. After chemical reaction, now let's come to chemical equation. Now what are chemical equation? We have already studied chemical equation in this chemical reaction. How? See, when I am writing what two compounds are reacting together, what two compounds are combining together and forming what new product, this is nothing but a chemical reaction showing written in the form of chemical equation. You all have read chemical equation in mathematics. Okay, let me write this equation again. The carbon, 1 minute, what is wrong with this pencil? Okay, let me write here. Okay. Carbon plus oxygen. This carbon is an element, this oxygen is another element. They both are combining, they both are joining to form they both are combining to form or to give us carbon dioxide. This is a chemical reaction written in the form of a chemical equation. Chemical reaction can be elaborated in words with the explanations, much more elaborated explanation. But when a chemical reaction is denoted in such forms that which two or three or more reactants are combining together to form which new product, then it is called as a chemical equation. And to make it easier, chemical equations are also represented in the form of some basic symbols. Like carbon, we will write capital C for carbon. As we all know, carbon is represented by C, capital C. For oxygen, as oxygen gas is taking part in the reaction, we will write O2 here, not just O but O2. And what is carbon dioxide? CO2. CO2 is getting produced, so we will write CO2 here. So this is a chemical equation. So alright, I think now we are done with this topic, and you must be clear with the key concept. I tried to make it clear. Any query would be entertained. If any of you feel any query or any doubt with this topic, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you so much.